Finally, see the start. The prayer in this writ petition is to quash the no objection certificates issued by the health officer Burhat, Bengaluru Mahanagar Palika, BBMP and the Commissioner of Police, Bengaluru City in favor of the sixth respondent permitting stocking of 25 kl of motor spirit and 30 kl of HSD for retail outlet of petrol pump fuel station at property bearing municipal new number 17 old numbers 161 and 162 12th main road. The petitioners are the residents and neighbors of the property in which the sixth respondent has obtained permission to establish a petrol pump fuel station. The contention of the petitioners is that the no objection certificates hereinafter referred to as NOCs for short have been issued in flagrant violation of the statutory provisions including but not limited to the revised master plan 2015 RMP and the zoning regulations framed under the RMP. The other contentions are that the objections filed by the petitioners and other residents of the locality have been ignored. The health officer of the BBMP has indicated his responsibility in applying his mind and not arriving at an independent decision and has merely relied upon the permissions NOCs granted by the Karnataka Fire and Emergency Services Department. The Commissioner of BBMP and the Health Officer have ignored the opinion of the Planning Authority, that is Bangalore Development Authority BDA, which had opined that the property does not meet the requirement for establishment of a petrol pump fuel station. On an earlier occasion, petitioner number 2 herein along with two other persons had filed a public interest litigation in WP number 8859 oblique 2020. However, since personal allegations were made against petitioners number 2, herein the said writ petition was withdrawn with liberty to file a fresh petition for protecting the rights of the petitioners. The Honorable Division Bench by order dated 28/2020 disposed of WP number 8859 oblique 2020 reserving liberty to file a fresh petition while observing that no adjudication was made on the merits of the controversy. During the course of these proceedings, the Commissioner BDA was implicated as a party respondent and his opinion was sought since it was pointed out from the zonal regulations that in case of uncertainty as regards the boundary or interpretation, it shall be referred to the authority for final decision. Consequently, the Commissioner BDA by way of an affidavit dated 28/11/2020 submitted his opinion stating that though the property in question is situated on a road which is identified as commercial access and the plot size is more than 240 square meters and in addition to the uses allowable in the respective zone, additional uses in the category commercial 3 C3 transport 2 T2 and industrial 2 I2 are permissible. However, the uses are subject to the space standards of zonal regulations of the RMP 2015 as mentioned in table 7 of the zonal regulations. It was therefore opined that the requirement as per Table 7 for establishment of petrol pump fuel station, the minimum road width being 18 meters and minimum size of the plot being 500 square meters on both courts and property in question does not fulfill the minimum requirements even as per the admission of the contesting respondents, the plot measures 405.51 square meters and the width of the road facing the property is 15 meters. Learned Senior Counsel Sri D.L.N. Rao, appearing for respondent number 7, 8, 10 and 11, submitted that the terms petrol pump filling station or service station have not been defined in the zonal regulations. On the other hand, each of the terms are specifically defined in the Petroleum Act and other related statutes. It is submitted that a petroleum retail outlet PRO is defined under the Petroleum Natural Gas Regulatory Board Act 2006 as an area approved by PESO, Petroleum and Explosive Safety Organization, and provided with facilities specially designed for storage and dispensing of fuel tanks of motor vehicles and any other approved respectables. Service station has been defined in the Petroleum Rule 2002 as any premises specifically prepared for the fueling of motor vehicles and includes such places within the premises which have been specifically approved by the licensing authority for the servicing of motor vehicles and for other purposes. Stop.